Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 55th episode of the FC24 Youth Academy series with Charlton Athletic. We are now in Season 6. This is our third year in the Premier League. We've done a lot of growing, and I really believe that this is the season we challenge for silverware. We finished 8th in our first season in the Premier League, and then we finished 2nd. There's only one more spot to climb. It's that league title. We might not get it this season, but I'm absolutely certain that we could win in other competitions, especially since we're playing in the Champions League this season. The first thing I want to do is go over some of the sales we've made at the club. There are some big moves here, so let's go over them now. As you can see, we have sold Dennis Rebello. He came back from being out on loan, and he was about 80 rated. So we sold him for 60 million to Fulham, which I think is a fantastic deal. Now, I know Dennis Rebello's first season at the club was successful, but his profile of player doesn't really suit our tactics. He doesn't really have that much pace. We really need our attackers to press really well. So it's just best that we moved him on. He still has potential to be special, so I think he's gonna thrive at Fulham. We said goodbye to Danny Spadaro as well. This one was disappointing because I really had such high hopes. He started really well at Charlton, but then he really fell off and he failed to produce anything for us. He was our biggest disappointment in attack last season, and when you have players like Wesley Liang performing, you just gotta bite the bullet, gotta be ruthless. We are a challenging team now, and we just have to move on from players like Danny Spadaro. I wish him all the best. His potential is still very high. His overall has already increased at Aston Villa. Selling him for 21 million was probably not the best financial decision, but it's still a decent sum of cash. The next player that we said goodbye to was Jesse Kana. This guy was out on loan for Bournemouth last season, and when we played them in one game, he was really disappointing. I mean, he's just not somebody that can really feature too much for us anymore, so I just wish him the best for his future in America at Orlando City. And the final sale that we've made as of yet is Galib Abdel from Kuwait, I believe. We sold him to Al Khalij for 2.3 million just to get a little bit of cash because I don't really see him featuring for us. All right, guys, on to the signings here. We've made 2 purchases so far in this transfer window. I don't think we're going to be adding to the squad. Who I'm showing you right here is Sasha Iwolo from Cameroon. He's a 6', 83 rated center forward. He's 18 years old with great pace and great attacking stats. He was playing for Olympique Lyon in France, and we picked him up for a pretty hefty 51.6 million pounds, but I am absolutely certain this guy is going to produce for us at right wing, and he can even play at striker and left wing, so this is a very good addition to the squad. I'm excited to see him play for us. Yeah, like I said, this guy's got great pace. His vision's pretty good. His crossing is great. His finishing is great. His dribbling is great. This guy looks like the real deal. And the other signing that we have made is Yakuba Segore. He is an 82 rated 19-year-old right back from Mali. He was playing for SC Freiburg in the Bundesliga. We picked him up for 44.1 million pounds. This guy is showing great potential, just like Sasha Iwolo. If we take a look at his stats, this guy is very pacey. His physicals are very good, and of course he's a good defender. I think he's a great addition to the side. You guys might be wondering why we are making a move at right back, especially since our defense was the best part of our team last season. It is because I have made the decision to replace Bo Taverner as the starting right back for the team. Now, I know that is really controversial given the fact that that is our captain, but I think it is the best move for the team. Yakuba Segore's ceiling is much higher than Bo Taverner, and he's already a better player. Bo Taverner is a very smart player. His timing is really good, but his physicals really let him down, and I think he has a lot to improve in his attacking game. He's still going to feature for us. He's going to come off of the bench. He'll feature a lot, in the games in the Champions League and in the cup games, but our starter is now Yakuba Segore at right back. I don't regret it. The team just has to be looking forward. We finished 2nd place last season. We just cannot rest on our laurels. This also means that I have decided to change the captain for the team going forward, and the player that I went with is Asaskar Nahola. It was basically a no-brainer. This guy is always in the team, never injured. He's a leader on and off the pitch, a fantastic defender, very smart. This guy's not going to get replaced at all in the team. He's staying here for the foreseeable future, and he is a great choice for captain. Now it's time to go over some of the upgrades we've made to the players, so we're just going to do a quick squad update. Issa Nandi, 81 rated. Damal Germoni, 68 rated. Mohsen Fala, 78 rated. Jordan Balkan, 80 rated. Kahuna Mogo, 75 rated. Asaskar Naholo, 82 rated. Akararu Malaitai, 72 rated. Yosefo Latoa, 67 rated. Maro Katongo, 73 rated. Jordi Sapanic, 77 rated. Denny Antonez, 80 rated. Gaspar Gergo, 70 rated. Felix Chiriange, 74 rated. Bo Taverner, 78 rated. Marcus Cooley, 74 rated. Yakuba Segore, 82 rated. Costa Legesse, 78 rated. Noel Gagnan, 80 rated. Bobby Madigan, 80 rated. Lamar Gilzine, 80 rated. Santiago Burto, 77 rated. Zeki Yakovo, 74 rated. Arif Seinalu, 76 rated. Nelson Gusmao, 82 rated. Pedro Chiguano, 74 rated. Sean Ayala, 80 rated. Bertel Jannerfelt, 72 rated. Martin Nevenzel, 79 rated. Anthony Patillo, 71 rated. Florence Ravaslut, 74 rated. Tolis Kairidi, 79 rated. Aled Priest, 72 rated. Sasha Wallo, 83 rated. Abelard Yeni, 83 rated. Wesley Liang, 78 rated. Alright, it is now time to take a look at our first pre-match report of the season. We are playing Newcastle United as our first opponents in the league. They still have a pretty good squad. Let's take a look at their generated players. Alright, it looks like Newcastle have not picked up any more regens or generated players. So let's just quickly go over the ones we know. Ryan Hadley, 80 rated Welsh center back. Jesus Menchaca, 83 rated Uruguayan right back. And Szymanski, Polish 79 rated keeper. Alright guys, you are taking a look at the first starting 11 of this season. We've got Abelard Yeni at striker with Nelson Gusmao and Sasha Wallo on the wings. Madigan, Ganyan, and Gilzin are our midfield trio. We have Bakan, Antonis Naholo, and Segore as our backline with Issa Namdi as our keeper. We had a really good game against Newcastle in the latter stages of last season. Let's hope that we can perform against them here today. The team is stronger than what it was last season. Let's hope the new signings gel really nicely into the team. Let's get straight into this match. It's Newcastle United versus Charlton Athletic. Decent dribbling here by Newcastle, and that is a very good chance for them. They've already converted. It was their first attack that really threatened in our own final third, and that's actually really disappointing to concede. I thought Segura defended well, but Okafor kept the ball. This is a very typical AI pass, and we just couldn't close down the space with Naholo. Oh, good pass here to Okafor. Namdi needed to close him out. Iwolo passing to a Namdi. It's going to pass here to Bobby Madigan, and it's a completely off-target shot. Very disappointing. No. Wow. Isaskar Naholo kept up with Okafor really well there. Somehow he just finds the space and the angle to whack that into the side netting. That is a really strange goal to concede. I think in the end, Naholo needs to be doing a bit better there. Good pass here. This is going to be another goal. Midfield completely not present there. Very absent. Newcastle able to pass straight through the center of the park, finding a very simple through ball into Okafor, and he's got another goal in this game. The scoreline is embarrassing. Good passing here. Abelard and Yeni. No. How is that not a penalty? That is the man first. Guys, take a look at this. How is that not a penalty? I mean, that's actually insane. Sasha Wolo looking to beat his man. Looking to Abelard and Yeni. We found some good space there, but the shot is blocked. Over the top here to Nelson Gusmao. Good effort. And Yeni's shot was blocked. Good work here, Lamar Gilzine. We finally score here. We had a couple shots. We don't really deserve more than a goal right now, but we definitely look better right now than we did when we started this game. Pass here. Lay it off here to Sean Ayala, and of course he hasn't scored. There's the follow-up, and it's actually going to be a penalty here. He's won us a penalty. I was quick to judge Sean Ayala there, but Sven Botman apparently commits a foul. Oh, yeah, he's got a little bit late there. Gonna give this to Abelard and Yeni. He stepped up, and that is a fantastic save. It is just not our day. I think the ref has already called it. Yeah, it's full time. That could have been 3-2. Doesn't really change anything about the final result, but it would have been nice to have scored another. Really strange to concede 3 goals. Noah Okafor had a fantastic match. He was absolutely unbeatable. And I have to say that Noel Gagnan probably had his worst ever game in a Charlton shirt today. Really bad timing. Okay guys, we have a final scouting update from Canada. I'm really disappointed to report that there is not a single player that we can promote here. We're gonna have to move on from the nation. I've now decided to send Jasper Payne to Paraguay for any type of player. Alright guys, we got a pretty insane transfer offer to go over here. Martin Nevenzel just received a transfer offer from RC Lens. They want to pay upwards of £53 million for him. His valuation is around 35.5. I do not know how I feel about this right now. Martin Nevenzel doesn't have a single game for us under his belt. It's probably worth giving him a little bit of game time before we make a decision on his sale, but that is a lot of money money, and that's super tempting. All right, guys, we're getting straight into the next match. We're going to be playing Leicester, who won their first game of the season. Initially, I did want to sim this game. Given the fact that we had a poor performance against Newcastle and the fact that Leicester have won their game, I'm just going to have to play this match. All right, the first generated player to go over right here is Anderson, a fantastic Brazilian midfielder. He's 84 rated at the age of 18. His stats look fantastic. This is an insane pickup for Leicester. Next is Obi Chijioke, who we've seen already, a Nigerian holding midfielder whose overall is 85. Next is Hector Cuenca, 79 rated Spanish fullback. Ellis Fawcett is 79 rated still, English midfielder. Next is Martin Karstensen, 80 rated Danish goalkeeper. Next is Alexander Kermerich, 78 rated Belgian winger. Next is Abdullah Kebe, 79 rated German goalkeeper. We have Hugh Lister here, 78 rated English center back. Niall Macaulay still at Leicester, 76 rated Northern Irish striker. Next is another striker, Victor Shodipe, 77 rated 21-year-old English striker. And finally, Ricardo Uribe is from Colombia, 78 rated at the age of 23 at striker. Okay, guys, it's pretty risky to do this. I'm going with the same team that lost 3-1 to Newcastle here against Leicester at home. I think this is our strongest lineup. I want more game time for Iwolo and Segore just to get more familiar with them, and I just believe in the rest of the squad. I'm not fazed at all by that loss against Newcastle. They're a great team, and I know that we can bounce back here at home. Let's get straight into it. It's Charlton Athletic versus Leicester City at the Valley. That's coming in. Issa Namdi, very commanding in his own box. Good work. Lamar Gilzine to Sasha Iwolo. Decent save there by Kebe. Trying to find somebody with his pass. It's not going to work, but here's Anderson. There's a shot, but it's blocked really well. Good pass here from Bobby Madigan towards Nelson Guzmão. He's got the pace to beat anyone here. He's going to pay that into Abelard and Yeni. It hasn't worked. Jordan Balkan, a bit sloppy, but we keep the ball here, and we give it away ultimately. Good defending there. Jordan Balkan. Here's Nelson Guzmão trying to play Abelard and Yeni through here. He's going to have a shot here. It doesn't work, but Nelson Guzmão with the recovery. His pace is almost too much to deal with, and we absolutely abuse it there to get an opener here. Abelard and Yeni not doing too well with the finish, but it was a decent save by Kebe. And there's Nelson Guzmão. It's an easy finish in the end. Here's Abelard and Yeni playing Sasha Iwolo through. Good dribbling. Can he find Nelson Guzmão? He's done it. There's the chance. It's saved by Kebe. Over the top here. There's Sasha Iwolo. Can find Nelson Guzmão. The shot is off target. Decent passing here by Leicester. I think the ref calls it back for a free kick, to be honest. All right, this is dangerous. I'm not going to put anyone on the line, but Mason Mount's probably going to score this. That's pretty close. Good pass here to Abelard and Yeni. Oh, that's a good save by Kebe. All right, we've just brought Nevenzel on, and what a fantastic save. And I think this is going to be it. That final attack wastes just enough time, and the referee has blown his whistle. We pick up the victory here. It's a good bounce-back performance. We weren't the best against Leicester, though. We have a lot to improve, but a clean sheet and 3 points is nothing to complain about. I'm happy to move on from this. Okay, guys, we have an update from Russia here, and unfortunately, there isn't a single good player here. I'm getting pretty disappointed with our scouts as of late. We haven't promoted anyone in a while. Okay, guys, our final opponents for this episode are going to be Brighton. They currently sit in 17th place. They won their last game, but they lost their previous 2. Of course, they have Song Soo Hwang up top. We'll go over him in a bit when we go over the generated players. All right, so first up here is Cameron Granger, 85 rated now, 6'5" from England as a keeper. Next is Josep Gallego, 82 rated now from Spain as a midfielder. Song Soo Hwang is 85 rated now at the age of 22. This guy scored 20 goals in the Premier League last season. He now plays for South Korea, so he changed his nationality. I just thought it made sense. I took a look at all of the North Korean players, and unfortunately he was the only one in the entire save. So I moved his citizenship to South Korea. I think it makes complete sense, and I think he'll be able to feature for them and help them win. Next up is Thiago Miranda, 80 rated center back from Argentina. We have the wonder kid Frankie Usmaila here, 85 rated now as a midfielder from England. Next is Martin Ponchi, I think is how you pronounce it, 79 rated fullback from Portugal. Okay guys, we are going with another unchanged lineup here. It's the same starting 11 for the first 3 games in the season. The reason for that being, I really want the chemistry between the team to get very, very strong early on, especially with the new 2 signings on the right side. I believe in the other players we have. I really just want to set a strong tone to start off this season. Let's just get into this away match. It's Brighton versus Charlton. Sing here. Here's Sasha Wolo to Nelson Guzmão. Wow, that attack was basically perfect. A decent pass here to Sasha Wolo. Sasha Wolo. He's got some space. Gonna find Abelard and Yeni. And that is a fantastic finish. The post really helping us there. But to be honest, all the credit goes to Abelard and Yeni there for the strike. Shout out Sasha Wolo for that run. He was bold. He took his man on. And essentially made all that space for Abelard to finish there. Our defensive structure looks really poor right now. This is going to be a goal. I don't know how Issa Nnamdi has stopped that shot. And I have no idea how our defense completely crumbled. Brighton had nobody. Brighton were not forcing anything. They just had the ball in the middle of the park. Iwolo to Anyeni. Here's Bobby Madigan. We almost had a second there. It's a good save by Rushworth. Ooh, good pass here to Lamar Gilzine. He just has to stay focused, and that's not a good finish in a 1v1. Oh, good passing. Here's Nelson Guzmão. That's off target. The keeper was closing down, and Nelson just can't keep that accurate. Oh, good dribbling here by Iwolo. He's got a lot of time and space. He can play Abelard and Yeni in here, and we have a second goal. We've essentially put this game to bed. It was kind of a repeat of the first goal that we scored. Sasha Iwolo bombing down the right wing and playing in our German striker. Looking for help. Finds Iwolo. Here's Anyeni. Got some space. There's a shot that's blocked. It was close to going in anyways. Corner from Iwolo. There's Anyeni with a powerful header. I think that's going to be the last act of the game. It is. The MX Stadium rings out with a bunch of disappointment. These fans are not happy with this performance. Charlton basically shut out Brighton throughout the whole game. Song Soo Hwang didn't really have any good looks at our goal. And we caused enough chaos on our wings, especially with Sasha Iwolo, to fashion goals for ourselves and for Abelard and Yeni. Okay guys, the transfer window is now up. We actually received a £90 million bid from Leipzig for Abelard and Yeni. And although I think that would be a good move for him, I think that we're challenging a bit more than they are. I think the season before, if we were to receive this transfer offer, it would be kind of difficult to reject it. But now I'm definitely rejecting it. We also received bids from Arsenal and Manchester United for Sean Ayala around 50 million, which is really tempting. I'm going to give Sean Ayala one more season at the club to try to prove himself off the bench. If it doesn't work out, then I'll definitely be interested in selling him on in the summer. Alright guys, we have an update from India. Unfortunately, we still don't have a single player to promote. Our youth academy is very dry right now. Alright guys, that is it for this episode. We played only 3 games. We lost disappointingly against Newcastle. It was very shocking to concede that many goals. Noah Okafor had a fantastic game against us. But then we beat Leicester and Brighton. We picked up 2 clean sheets against those teams. I'm really glad we bounced back from that first defeat. Taking a look at the next month of games, we are facing Wolves in the league, and then Aston Villa, and then we're actually facing Bodo Glimt in the Champions League, which is super exciting. We then have to face Brentford in the league, Northampton in the Carabao Cup, and Manchester City in the league. As for how the league table looks, we are sitting in 10th place. We have 6 points on the board. Our goal difference is only 1, but we're only 1 point technically off of 4th place, so there's not much to read into here. But yeah guys, I think I'm gonna leave it there. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like on it. Make sure you leave any suggestions you have for the series down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel to not miss out on future videos, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.